Okay, it's Saturday morning, Bolton parkrun. I'm just coming to the end of my warm-up. Now, my plan last week was to run this as a hard controlled effort, just as a fitness test. That got me 23:18. I felt spent after that. That was a really honest effort. This week, however, I'm sort of finding my feet more. I've been back nearly 2 weeks off holiday. In that time, I've done 2 track sessions, one park run last week. All of my other mileage has been really easy. Zone 1, specifically zone 2 stuff. So I feel all right. I've introduced a couple of very easy bike rides back in this week. I've got to be very cautious with that. Weight training session, swims start again next week, so everything's all right. Now, I'm going to do something that I would never ever really recommend, and that is to run another hard park run. But all of this is in preparation for running sub 3 next year, next April in the Manchester Marathon. I have got the training history that suggests that I should be able to cope with another decent 5k effort, and then whatever happens today, that will be it. If there's one sure way to get injured, that's blasting yourself around parkrun every single week. You can get away with it for a few weeks, but at some point it will come back to bite you on the backside, or the hamstring, or the Achilles, or the calf, or any other muscle group. Right, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to get to the start because we're about 5 minutes away from the start, and then we're going to get going. Well done, mate. 17. Okay, so that was yesterday's fantastic Bolton parkrun. A huge thank you to all the volunteers and to everybody else that made that event happen. So, said I was going to do it as a hard, honest effort. Where did that hard, honest effort get me? Well, it got me 17th place. That's good. I was 22nd last week. It got me 22:42. That's good. I was 23:18 last week. But here's the most interesting thing from my point of view. Last week, my average heart rate was 169 beats per minute. This week, 165 beats per minute. So even though I was running just over 10 seconds per mile quicker, it felt a tiny little bit easier, and certainly from a heart rate perspective, a little bit more manageable. So that's a positive. Now look, I'm not going to get into whether these times are in line with running a sub 3 hour marathon next April. I know that if we were just looking at these times, there is nothing about those that would indicate that I'm in any sort of shape to be able to run a marathon next April in Manchester in sub 3 hours. But remember, this is just the start of the process. And one of the things that I find really exciting is not the outcome of a week's worth of training or a park run or an individual session or even an individual race. For me, what motivates me and what the most exciting part of training is the space that you've got ahead of you that you can build into, that you can grow into. Training is about growth. And I think that I've got the capacity to be able to grow into the sort of runner that will be able to run a sub 3 hour marathon next April. And I'm going to be able to do that by keep taking these tiny little steps. Now, that's not to say that I'm going to run another park run quickly or as an honest effort in the next few weeks. As I said in the introduction, one of the easiest ways to get yourself injured is to constantly keep applying the pressure. What you have to do is apply moderate amounts of pressure at the right times and apply them sensibly and over time and apply them sequentially. That's how progress is made, providing you are disciplined enough to recover as well, which is exactly what I am about to do. I'm going to get my feet up. I'm going to get the recovery from this morning's long run going, and I'm going to anticipate a really exciting week of training ahead. So thank you for listening. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Until next time, keep moving forward.